Hey, this is a video in the Green Lives Matter series where we talk about all the plants of the Bible. We're also going to be touching on the money of the Bible. We haven't gotten there yet. This is a study on seeds. Now, this is the thing about this study because I was just looking over it and some of the seeds are people seeds and I didn't want to get into all that, but I might throw some in, but I wanted to keep it to like the green seeds, okay, like Leviticus 27:30. All the tithe of the land, whether of the seed of the land or of the fruit of the tree, is the Lord's. It is holy unto the Lord. This is a reading from the Catholics here. Two Esdras, 4:30. It's good scripture, Esdras, but it's not in King James. It says, the grain of evil seed has been sown in the heart of Adam from the beginning. 2 Esdras 4:30. Grain of evil seed sown in the heart of Adam from the beginning, how much ungodliness hath it brought up unto this time, and how much shall it yet bring forth until the time of the threshing come? Deuteronomy 28:59, then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues, and of long continuances, and sore sicknesses of long continuance. Deuteronomy 28:59. Manna, mystical manna from Numbers 11:7. Manna was as coriander seed, and the color thereof of bdellium. Seeds, plurals in there, 5 times only though. Thou shalt not sow thy vineyard with divers seed, lest the fruit of thy seed which thou hast sown and the fruit of thy vineyard be defiled. When Jesus was on the ship, he told this from Matthew 13:2. And great multitudes were gathered together unto him, so that he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore. And he spake many things unto them in a parable, saying, Behold, a sower went forth to sow, and when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside, and fowls came and devoured them up. Some fell on stony places where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up because they had no deepness of earth. When the sun was up, they were scorched because they had no root. They withered away. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. Others fell into good ground and brought forth fruit, some 100-fold, some 60-fold, some 30-fold. Who has ears to hear, let him hear. Matthew 13:31, another parable he put forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is like unto the grain of mustard seed, which a man took and sowed in his field, which indeed is the least of all seeds, but when it's grown is the greatest among herbs, and becometh a tree, so that the birds of the air come and lodge in the branches thereof. Herb yielding seed, that's in there. Genesis 1:11, God said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, And the fruit trees yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth. And the earth brought forth grass and herb yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruit whose seed was in itself after his kind. And God saw that it was good. Leviticus 27, and concerning the tithe of the herd or of the flock, even whatsoever passeth under the rod, the 10th shall be holy unto the Lord. He shall not search whether it be good or bad, neither shall he change it. And if he change it at all, then both it and the change thereof shall be holy. It shall not be redeemed. These are the commandments which the Lord commanded Moses for the children of Israel in Mount Sinai. Job 38:27, to satisfy the desolate and waste ground, and did cause the bud of the tender herbs to spring forth. Okay, so like I said, these other things are about like the seed of people. Genesis 4. Adam knew his wife again, and she bare a son and called him Seth. For God, she said, hath appointed me another seed instead of Abel, who Cain slew. Exodus 16, more on that manna. And the house of Israel called the name thereof manna. It was like coriander seed, white, and the taste of it was like wafers made with honey. And Moses said, this is the thing which the Lord commanded. Fill an omer of it to be kept for your generation, that they may see the bread wherewith I have fed you in the wilderness when I brought you forth from the land of Egypt. And Moses said unto Aaron, take a pot and put an omer full of manna therein, and lay it up before the Lord to be kept for your generations. And the Lord commanded Moses, so Aaron laid up the testimony to be kept. And the children of Israel did eat manna for 40 years until they came to a land inhabited. They did eat manna until they came to the borders of the land of Canaan. People see like Hebrews 11:18, of whom it was said that in Isaac shall thy seed be called. Genesis 3:14, the Lord said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. And it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. And then there's that covenant with Noah's seed, Abram's seed. Like, I didn't want to get into all the seeds, so let me just scroll down and see any more. I'm sure there is. Joel, the seed is rotten under their clods. The garners are laid desolate, barns broken down, corn is withered. Haggai, is there seed yet in the barn? Yeah, as yet the vine and the fig tree and the pomegranate and the olive tree hath not brought forth. From this day I will bless you. Matthew 13, he that receiveth seed into the good ground is he that heareth the word and understandeth it, which also beareth fruit and bringeth forth some 100-fold, some 60, some 30.